Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Saturday, right? Happy day after St. Patty's Day. Ooh, this was I had a good one. That's all I'm going to say. We went to see my new grandbaby yesterday. Oh, could anything be more beautiful? And I was baby hogging. I couldn't help it. I was, I had to hold her, and it, oh, it's so awful when you have to give them back up. Mm, gosh, I've got, and all of the ladies in my family have baby fever, and then we go home and we realize that these babies turn into smart mouth teenagers, and it's curative. But yeah, we have the most beautiful grandbaby in the world. I would show you pictures and tell you her name and stats, but we don't do that. We don't. I can't put any member of my family at risk. I'm quite sure that you all understand. Sorry if I look a little left over from last night, but it was St. Patrick's Day and we are a big Irish family. So you can imagine we went dancing last night with the other grandparents, and we all sort of did a pub crawl thing. All the grandparents went out and we left all of our kids. We left the kids at home with their own kids because it's your turn now. So we had so much fun, just dancing and gambling and other things that go with bar hopping. Really a good time, but the most important thing is that we all celebrated together as a family, and so we had a really good time. So good morning, everyone. Again, happy day after St. Patty's Day. Hopefully you're not too hungover or feeling good this morning. Let's jump in the chat and say hello to everybody. And first in chat, Bama Pickin. Good morning, John. Good morning. It's nice to see you here. Thank you so much for coming. Jennifer Hayes, my love. Mwah, you gorgeous thing. Good morning. Brynette, Jan, and I almost said Jan and Brynette. Bryn and Janet. You can tell I'm a little slow this morning. Bryn and Janet, they were part of I have this actually in my notes. They were part of the St. Patty's Day Fun Box collab. There were like 10 different resellers. And if you haven't watched it, I would strongly recommend it. Gives you a good general idea too of what ThredUp's doing with their fun boxes right now. And if you order those, it's a really good thing. So good morning, Bryn and Janet. It's lovely to see you, and I enjoyed your video a great deal. Got a lot of mouthy owner of mouthy teens here. Yeah. I that's the thing. That's no matter how cute they are, they turn into teenager. And I love it. I love my grandkids. I don't care what they turn in. They could turn into frogs and I'd still be the biggest fan. Glamma, I'm half here. Have you on mute because I'm talking to a friend. Okay. I get it. So I'm not that's cool. That's cool. No, I'm joking. Don't worry about it. Good morning, Ronnie. It's good to see you. Nita, good morning, Nita. How are you doing this morning? Trying not to shout too loud just in case anybody else had kind of the night that I had last night. Good morning, Liv. Hello, beautiful. It's so good to see you. Nita, I like that icon, that dream catcher. That's really pretty. Good job on that one. So we have, I did want to do, speaking of the fun box unboxing, it's so awkward to say fun box unboxing. So Veronica Mitka actually came up with a new hashtag for us, hashtag funboxing. So we're going to have a fun boxing. And speaking of fun boxing, here is their video. Don't forget to click on that link. Thank you so much, Jennifer. The happy hour haulers are some dear friends of mine, and they just do always a great job. They're always so much fun to watch too. They've got a great chemistry with each other, and they just are very fun to watch on camera. So I strongly recommend. I also wanted to say, that Monday, March the 20th, is the vernal equinox, or spring equinox. It is the first official day of spring, starting at 5:40 something p.m. And I wanted to ask the chat, do you do spring cleaning in your closet or storage area when you do your spring cleaning? I do typically that's when I do windows because after all the rains and all the salt and all the everything from winter, and that's when we get after the windows in the house and the doors and and take down all the curtains and wash the blinds and all that stuff. So do you do spring cleaning in your closet, in your storage area for your reselling business? I'm just curious. I usually get around to that about a month after I finish spring cleaning the house. So that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. I may actually do that live with you, but I don't know if y'all are ready for that kind of chaos. I don't know. I uploaded a new vid yesterday updating on my ankle. Oh God, Liv, I hope that ankle is healing incredibly quickly and well. I'll have to check out your video and find out for sure. And there is Jennifer dropping. Jennifer, thank you so much for all the link dropping that you do. She dropped Liv's new video, so that is in the chat also. In closet news, we do spring cleaning on the farm every year. It's madness. I'm wondering what does spring cleaning look like on a farm? Like I get with the house, kind of what that might look like, but on a farm, I mean, do you also do like your chicken coop or your goat pen, or I don't exactly know what animals you have, or but yeah, let me know what that looks like. That's crazy. That seems like a lot of extra cleaning. I'm due for a huge declutter like yesterday, so I'll be doing a series on that soon. Yeah, right? Like we've all got decluttering to do. We've got, after that whole winter sort of all after that hibernation, I guess that we do, we've really got a lot to clean out. Oh my God, Glamz, yes, it's nuts. I can imagine like chicken coops and, I don't know. I honestly don't know what all goes on a farm. I'm kind of a city girl. My husband's a country boy. He can tell you, but I'm kind of a city girl. I don't know. Cajun Roots reseller. Good morning, Johnny. Good morning, Johnny, my love. Mwah. Congrats on the new Glam baby. Yes. Oh, you should see how pretty she is. She's prettier than a new pair of snow tires. This is the most beautiful baby. She's just absolutely precious and gorgeous, and I could just eat her cheeks. I could eat her little face off. She's so beautiful. So and so tiny. She's like a little tiny football. So we just kind of pass her around, and then when I get my turn, I take an hour because I'm not giving this baby back anytime soon. So yeah. In closet news, I'm still doing Thursday mornings with Johnny on the Cajun Roots Reseller LLC. We talk about Poshmark on Thursday mornings. So we do like a Q&A for Poshmark. I'm not the end all be all expert on Poshmark, but I do sell on it. It's my platform. And so anything that I can share or anything that I can do to make maybe a new seller who's thinking about it, sort of more comfortable with it. I love being able to help in any way that I can. We also have Saturday mornings, of course, live at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Mountain, 8 a.m. Pacific. I keep saying that, and I think everybody else is doing the math, but yeah. Yeah, she's prettier than that, even than a new pair of snow tires. Thank you, John. Yeah, I'm over the moon. I'm in love. I'm so in love. Okay. I am just absolutely crazy about this child. So every week, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Central. Now, this coming week, I have a couple of specials on my channel. On March the 22nd, on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central, 9 o'clock Eastern, I'm going to be doing the SAG and Oscars red carpet salty review. So Glamz very opinionated and salty red carpet review for the SAG Awards and the Oscars. I just, I have thoughts. So I have some favorites maybe, and some thoughts about what came down that red carpet. And I typically try during award season to do one right after the awards, but it's so the scheduling this week, honey. We had a baby coming, we had St. Patty's Day, and so yeah, that's gonna be a that's I had to drag it out this year, but I think you're gonna be mildly entertained at least. Chloe, yes, flying the friendly skies. Good morning, my love. That's my glam baby. Well, she's one of my glam babies, but Chloe, it's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you're not working too hard. You tend to do that, and I know this. Your Glamma knows. She's this kid's a hustler. This girl, she'll never be broke. She'll never be broke. As long as there's breath in her body, this child will never be broke. She knows how to get out there and make her own money. She's pretty freaking amazing. By the way, Jennifer Hayes, you have another lot of jewelry lot going to you from Ella. I have her sending you. Oh, yay. Oh, I need to do that. I have a jewelry bag or 10. Jackson Roykirk, it's good to see you this morning, sweetie. It's nice to see you. Mwah. Good morning. Sorry, guys, I'm a little, look at this. I'm a little left over from last night, but it is what it is. I told y'all last week this was going to happen. So on March the 22nd at 8 p.m., that's this coming Wednesday at 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern, we are going to do the SAG and Oscars roast and review, and I will do that live. And then the fundraiser this coming Saturday, so not today, but a week from today, on the 25th, we have a fundraiser for Nady Pie. He's one of our fellow resellers, a very well-beloved man in this community, and he is out of work. And he's on short-term disability, and they only pay like 40% of your salary on short-term disability. And so we want to make sure that he doesn't have to struggle too hard. He and his family are really struggling right now. And so we want to help him out after his back surgery. So we do have the fundraiser for Nady Pie March the 25th at 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern, this coming Saturday, the March the 25th. So don't miss out. It's a classy crap auction. Child, I have giveaways. I have classy crap to sell. We're going to have a lot of fun. Good morning, Dee Dee. I see you there. Hello, beautiful. Dee Dee is what I want to be when I grow up, if ever I grow up. Esme, good morning. Mwah, happy Saturday, gorgeous. Look at her pretty lipstick, too. Esme, you got great taste in lipstick. She's a pretty girl, too. Good morning. It's nice to see you. So that's what's going on in Glamma's Closet right now. On March the 30th, I will be I'll be a guest on Ella's show, Adopted Retrospects, at 1 p.m. Eastern. So I think that's noon Central. On March the 30th with Cajun Roots Reseller. So Johnny and I are both going to be selling on that one. So that'll be another auction. It'll be a lot of fun. Okay. Oh, we were talking last week about ideas for shorts. I went ahead and started just doing the shorts. And it was easier than I thought. They have instructional videos, guys, on YouTube for everything. My sister has always told me this. And it took me a little while to pick up on it and actually do it. So I was like, I need to do some shorts. I need to get some out there. And I forget who I was talking to in like a back room after a show. But they were like, yeah, just do some. Just get them out there. So I did. I did one on how to tell a fake coach, and it was just one of the things. So I'm probably going to do more in that series and just do like a series of shorts on things that you can look at to tell whether or not your coach is fake. Also, how to cut onions with no tears, which was my very first one ever. And I'm awkward, guys. I just am. I was just born awkward. But I jump out there anyway, so why not? But the most watched one, the one that has almost 1,000 views, is my dogs. I got up early in the morning to get my husband off to work. At like, he had to work, like he had to go in early. So he had to go in at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Yikes. So I'm up at 2:30 and I'm making coffee and stuff like that. And the dogs were so mad at me. They were They gave me evil eyes, guys. So if you haven't seen the short, go check it out. It's only 15 seconds long. And it's yeah, they were so mad. They were so mad at me. Ooh, they were eye rolling like little teenagers. And it was really, really cute. So I filmed that too. And that was my most one, dogs and kids. And I can't film my kids, so I guess I'll keep filming my dogs. Oh, I saw it about the cold water. Do a part 2 and show yourself cutting the onion under cold water. I should do that. Esme, that's a great idea. I need to start doing shorts. It's not anything that like you have to do. Like they don't ask you, they don't say that you have to do it. But if you get one that for some reason takes off, you're pretty much, that's your watch hours. Now it has to take off pretty big time. It's like 10 million or something like that. I don't know. It's something crazy like that. But I just thought, it adds to your monthly watch hours, and it and frankly, they're kind of fun. They're kind of fun to film because you really don't have to go on and on, for like 2 hours and edit it heavily and stuff like that. So for me, and I'm not that technologically advanced, so for me, it's actually kind of a good thing. And sorry, I've got hair all over the place. So yeah, dogs pouting was the biggest one. Now, if you haven't liked or subscribed, I could you please hit that thumbs up button for me this morning? And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to Glamz Closet. It is free, and I promise you, it is just as entertaining as I can possibly make it. And I don't normally. Okay, we're going to do that because that was annoying. I don't normally jack with my hair for like 2 hours. So let's talk a little bit about fashion news. Let's see. Been seeing them all. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. So I'm trying to sell something new for us. Vintage Hummel Gable. I'm assuming it's Gable or Goble figurines. Found a few yesterday at an estate sale, and some of the sold comps were intriguing. I hear that those are actually quite good to sell, especially if you're selling them on eBay. Do you use hashtags to them? I haven't. I think maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I'm missing out on something in the short. I mean, yeah. Maybe I'm missing out on something. I don't know. Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, she dropped Esme's link. Jennifer's great at dropping links, and Esme's great at making videos. So that's a good collab in that chat right there. Good morning, Myra. It's nice to see you. I hope everything is going well for your Lent. And yeah, please subscribe. It is free of charge. I promise you, I won't charge you a penny for subscribing. Maybe 1 penny. It depends on the penny. Let's talk a little bit about a fashion update. The first thing, one of the things that I did see on the red carpet, I don't know if you noticed Lady Gaga's dress. Everybody was talking about her exposed, butt crack or whatever. I was more interested in the front of the dress because I had seen the front of this dress before somewhere. And I'm like, I know that I have seen this dress. And they said it's a Versace dress. And I thought, I wonder if that's the one that I saw in the runway show that I was intrigued by. And it sure was. So I felt kind of like an insider. I was like, child, I already saw this fashion show. And I've been watching runway red carpets. Not runway red carpets, runway shows for fall, winter 2023, about 10 a week. And that's no joke. I watch typically 1 or 2 a day. And I make notes as I go along because I have to know, what's coming. And then I have my subscription to Vogue, and I check that out after every runway show. So there's a lot of work that goes into, when I do the fashion updates. I actually do put in the work. I actually do the footwork, so that you don't have to. Because if you don't find fashion intriguing, it's going to be, the long version is very boring. It's like anything else. If you don't love it, the long version is boring. So we did the fashion update, and we'll be talking about we talked about last week about doing some lives where I do a pop-up live and I'll have like a runway show and maybe one runway show or two. And these are just like catwalks, basically. These are fashion shows for spring, summer, or for fall, winter. And it's always kind of good to know what's coming down, because you never know what's going to be trending until you actually start seeing the same things over and over and over again. So it's never a bad thing, and especially if you resell like clothing, handbags, shoes, to know what's coming down the runways. And I think it's also, for me, it's also fun, but that's a fashion thing. I have noticed a trend, and I'm not the only one noticing this. Vogue also noticed this, and let's pull up my what is the use in subscribing to Vogue if you cannot pull up a screen for it, right? Okay, so this is let's go down one so you can actually see the suit, because nobody cares about the model. Okay, so this is one of the short suits. So when I say short suits, what I mean is that you have like a pair of shorts, and then you have a suit jacket, and then you have like a vest or a top or something underneath it. And I'm intrigued that I am seeing these come down the runway. But also Vogue had an article about, like, Jennifer Lawrence was seen wearing one in LA. Who else was seen? Gigi Hadid was wearing one. So I think this is a fashion that's coming up that you want to kind of keep an eye on, because in thrift stores, you get to see all of these old like pantsuits. And I've actually found a couple of short suits where it's the suit jacket and the matching shorts from the 90s. And I think that those are going to really sell for your closet. Those I would price up if you see them, if you come across them. So think Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, the outfit that she was wearing when he dropped her back off at her apartment. That one. Yeah. So yeah, your work doesn't allow shorts. Not all works will allow shorts, but a lot of those are going to be, I think that's going to be trending, and you're going to start seeing those out at like, dinner and stuff like that. And you're going to start seeing those in the street fashion. Good morning, Ola. Mwah, my love. That's my Hal. That is the new Mrs. Walter. Also in fashion, thrifted is a new keyword. ZA, SZA. And don't ask me what ZA does. I think she's a rapper. Za's her stylist though was talking about thrifted jerseys and thrifted men's jeans. That's what her stylist is doing for her stage wear. And Oscars director Daniel Scheinert. His red carpet look was a thrifted suit from a lost luggage store. So I think the word thrifted is actually, that may not be a bad thing to use in a description. So that was not that's not a bad thing at all. Was that a one piece? Was what a one piece? Myra, let me know what we're talking. Which one was a one piece? The thrifted suit, or are you talking about the shorts? The shorts suits, because those are, well, actually both of them are two pieces. So it's like a jacket and then matching shorts. That's what that is. I think that's what we're talking about. Also, there was a news outlet in Virginia that talked about a new boutique that originally started with one, and now they've got two, and it's called Modest Wear. And if you don't know what that is, there are certain religions that are very careful about, modesty. For good, bad, or indifferent, doesn't matter if you agree. If you're selling to these people, though, modest is a good keyword. So think like, like Muslims, think traditional Pentecostals, Hasidic, a lot of Orthodox Jewish and Hasidic Jewish people. So we've got, modest is actually a key word, and it's a good keyword. So if you have something that's like, maybe it's a dress with long sleeves and a turtleneck, or a tight neck, not a tight neck, but like a bow at the neck, or maybe you have something that is, a long skirt or something like that. I would use modest as one of your keywords. I would use it almost in the title, really, rather than the description, because modest clothing does have a following and they do sell. Let's see. Anything maxi or floor ankle length, I use modest. Yes. Culottes used to be a thing. Culottes are always a thing. Modest is good for us government office workers. Yeah, right? Like it's not a bad thing. It's it's not, I mean, it's probably not what you want to wear to go clubbing. But I don't think people who look for a keyword of modest are going, I don't know if they're going that clubbing anyway. It's a great keyword. Also, if it covers the chest and has a higher neckline. Yes, exactly. If it covers like, the arms, like 3/4 length or longer sleeves. So yeah, there are definite advantages to using modest as a keyword. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there. What is our, besides Liv, has anybody else used that as a keyword, a modest? Let us know in the chat, because I'm curious about that. This week in sales, we're going to talk about sales a little bit. Not my best week in sales. This week and last week, not my very best week, but it's not so bad. And let's talk about it. Let's head to Glamz's closet and talk a little bit about what's going on. Okay, so the first thing that we sold, see that pink, the pink right there. That was a Talbot's pineapple embroidered scoop neck top. It was new with tags, and again, it came in a Goodwill box, I think, a Goodwill blue box. So it was like $10 for 10 items of clothes, and that came in one of them. And that one sold for 10. I didn't really go over the top of it because it's a t-shirt. It's a pink t-shirt. But that one sold for 10. So that was a good sale. I was pretty happy with that, just to move a t-shirt for $10. I had some Callaway golf blue plaid shorts in size 42. And those sold for 15. I have this Coach Pebble Leather hot pink small crossbody bag, and I put flawed in the title. There was a flaw on it. Let's click on that and remember what that flaw was. Let's see. A used condition, flaws or edges are worn. Please see photos for details and measurements. Price reflects condition. So I did do a flaw on that. Priced it at, I think originally I priced it at 25, and I took it down to 21. I was trying to move some stuff. And so that one sold for 21. And then this piece right here, the R&D Kokio kimono style floral robe. And it's not actually a robe. It's more like an overdress because it's dress material. That one was 20. And the new with tags Old Navy blue floral design dress was 14. And I sold those both as a bundle. And that was a full price bundle. It was the weirdest thing. It was a full price bundle. Oops, sorry. It was a full price bundle. So I sold that. We also had the Becca Ultimate Color Lip Gloss in Berry Twist. And that sold for 8. Rock Revival D bootcut jeans light washed mid-rise 28, and those sold for 25. Absolutely Creative for Stitch Fix hooded cardigan in a small, so that sold for 11. I had some Circus by Sam Edelman Connie silver ballet flats that were a size 8, and they sold for 10. A pink Victoria's Secret multicolor striped relaxed fit sweater in medium sold for $8. You can tell I put a lot of stuff on sale this week. I mean, like really sold them. Tabertini SO Janice medium wash low rise flare jeans size 28, and those were $20. And then today I sold Aloe Yoga black warm up vest extra small for 22. So what I was trying to do this week, was to take stuff that had been sitting in my closet forever and things that were like extra small and just are harder to sell. So anything that had been sitting in my closet forever, anything that was extra small, kind of hard to sell, I started dropping prices left and right. I'm dropping by like $5, $10, just to get it, because I need the movement. I want to get some of this out of here because, you only have so much storage space, no matter who you are. And if you can have a 10,000 foot warehouse and still only have so much storage space, you have to live within your boundaries. So I just decided, let's get some of this stuff moving. I don't want to have to donate it if I can sell it. I'd prefer to get $5 as opposed to no bucks out of it, that sort of thing. So I was hoping that that some of this stuff would move, and I ended up with 12 sales this week. And in a week again that was kind of busy, and I didn't have a whole lot of time to really concentrate on my closet. Boy, this March has been nuts. Good morning, Lisette. Mwah. Good morning. Look at that gorgeous hair. Man, this girl, you just are absolutely adorable. I just love it. And Lisette, where's my note? Lisette and a rural squirrel, Kristen, who is another one of my favorite resellers. Two of my favorite resellers. They're going to be on A Knight's Life. And knight is spelled like, the knight with the sword that a knight, Knight. A Knight's Life on YouTube. He's a guy from the UK. His name is Richard. And they're going to be on this afternoon at 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central. I've already got my notification on. It looks really cool, and I love my thrifting friends, and I can't wait to see how we discuss thrifting with someone from across the pond. I actually am a member of a group, Cookie and the Haydens from across the pond. So that's Carboot Chris and his wife Bella, and they are freaking-tastic. Again, it's soothing to my ear to hear everybody's accents. I love it. I love it. It's interesting and it's fun. So, and they're like, "Are you taking a piss?" And I'm like, "Yes, I am." Oh, you meant metaphorically. No, I'm joking, but they seriously, the accents are so much fun. So I recommend you stop in across the pond this afternoon. If you've got the time, man, I think it's really going to be entertaining. Staying busy with Elizabeth Williams. Good morning, Elizabeth Williams. Hello, welcome. Mwah. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. We're so happy for your company. You'll be across the pond. Yes, you will. I am so thrilled. I can't wait. I want to see it. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. I've got the notification on, the bell on. I subscribe to his channel, and I've never done, not that I've never done that before, but I've never subscribed to him before. So yeah, this is hopefully Lisette, you'll have fun too, but I just can't wait to watch. I can't wait. I think it's going to be fun. Back to my weekend sales. Guys, I told you I'm a little slow going this morning. So to round things up, my weekend sales, I had one top, one pair of shorts, one bag, two dresses, because I consider that one robe a dress. Health and beauty. I thought it said Heather Beauty. Health and beauty. That was the lip gloss. One pair of shoes, the Sam Edelmans, two pairs of jeans, and 3 sweaters. So my gross total was $184. My net total after shipping discounts and after Poshmark discounts were sent out, and after Poshmark took their big cut off the top, it was $137.81. minus my cost of goods, which is about average $3 per item. So that would be 36 items on $36 on 12 items. So about my total profit this week was 101.81 for a week when I put in almost no effort. That's good. That's pretty good. And like I said, a lot of this stuff was sold at, really just low rock bottom prices. So just to kind of get that movement happening, because I do like to tickle the algorithm and have things moving in my closet so that they are, so that Poshmark knows that I'm still alive. And I think it's like that with eBay too, with any reselling site really. In reseller news, and have I missed anybody in the chat? Yes, I did say healthy booty, John. No, I didn't mean to say healthy booty, but it's a crazy morning. In reseller news, Silicon Valley Bank and Poshmark. Let's talk about Silicon Valley Bank for a minute, because that was a big topic of discussion this week. So Silicon Valley Bank and Poshmark, I got a statement from Poshmark that said that they don't bank that much with Silicon Valley Bank, so their payouts were still happening at a normal speed. And that I just wanted to let you know, as far as Poshmark is concerned, they were still doing regular payouts. I think most of the websites are still doing regular payouts. I think there was a stall over last weekend, but as far as like eBay, Etsy, things like that, I don't think it's that Silicon Valley Bank crash has stopped anything. So I do like to do as soon as I hit a benchmark like a $50 or $100 or $150, something like that. As soon as I hit one of those during a week, I'll go ahead and just cash it out. It's kind of like being at a casino where, you don't want to give too much of your money back to the house. So I do a lot of cashing out with Poshmark. And I think regular cash outs are not necessarily a bad thing, because you never know when something's going to happen and affect your website. So I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm curious though, I'm going to ask the chat again. I'm curious, how often do you guys do your payouts for like eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, ThreadUp, The Real, whatever you sell on Mercari, Depop? How often do you do your payouts? I'm curious. Or how do you decide when to do the payout, or how do you decide, when to hold your cards until it's time for, I mean, is it based on the amount of money? Is it based on the date? Do you do it by time? I'm just curious. Good morning, Sugar. How are you? The Stock Explorer. I see you. Mwah. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Thank you. I appreciate you. I do. We were just talking about payouts, actually, and when is a good time to have, to go, okay, pay me. Where's my money? It's I'm like Rihanna. You better have my money. I've heard some horror stories, so I do payouts every week. That makes sense. I like to leave my money in there to buy stuff off Mercari, but if I need that $100, I'll cash out. Yep, that makes sense too. I do it based on necessity. So if you're like planning a vacation, you pull it out. Lisette, I'm the same as you. I heard some horror stories about things like that, and that you don't want to get it too far behind. Good morning, Roman. I see you there. Hey, Roman. Good morning. Welcome. We're just talking about payouts. When do you do your payouts? How do you do them? And I'll do it once a week, unless I have a really high sales week. And then I'll do, like, if I'm hitting like, $150 by Monday and $400 by Friday or something like that. And those weeks do actually happen. I know that my numbers have been kind of low, but those weeks do actually happen when I'm actually paying attention to doing listing challenges and stuff. So when I get a higher volume of sales in a week, usually I'll do like 2 payouts in a week. And then if I have one like this week where it was like 101, in profit or whatever, and I had like 184 in gross. I had 137.81 in net. So I did one payout this week, and I think I had 85 that had landed so far, and so I just went ahead and took it down to 0. So yeah, it's interesting to find out how people, what the reasoning is behind taking out the money. Let's see, Liv. I used to weekly, now it's kind of all over the place. Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place too. I'm feeling that. You're not the only one yet. I try to keep at least 300 to 400 on the platform and cash out above that. Wow. Okay. I didn't know you was bougie like that, Bama. We didn't know you had it like that. That's a joke, of course. Aisha dancer, Kristen, yay! She's listening while driving. Drive carefully and just know that our love is with you. Oh my God, that's my show me homie, guys. Full-time reseller, good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Full-time reseller. Okay, I get it. I was looking at the icon going, why does that say multimedia reseller? But it doesn't. It says full-time reseller. I'm in child. Don't get me started on my Saturday morning this morning. I'm crickety. Isn't that what I'm crickety. ThredUp got rid of their free processing for clean out kits. The cheapest processing is now their basic processing, like 8 weeks, and that's $14.99. That's their standard processing, and that's if you ship it in your own box. And they take that $14.99 out of your earnings. My issue with that is that ThredUp is they tend to sell things a little bit on the lower end, right? And their payouts are not so good. So I'm like, if I send you a box and it's full of like, it used to be where you could send like your Old Navy and your Shein and all that stuff. It's really not like that anymore. It's not because ThredUp is they still sell that stuff, but their payout is so darn low on those items that people are starting to choose higher end items to send to ThredUp so that they don't have the $14.99, so that they don't end up owing ThredUp for sending them a box full of stuff. Now, I think that ThredUp is a smart company for doing that. I think that as a business move from a ThredUp standpoint, it makes sense. It's smart. People will still pay if they've got a big box of stuff that they don't want to have to list, and that could find a better audience, I guess, on ThredUp. So that's good for them. Not so great for me. I thought now I have to take all this stuff, the Gloria Vanderbilt jeans and the Old Navy and stuff. If I don't want to bundle it, or if I don't want to sell it, a little on the lower side, I have to donate it. And I'm getting these from ThredUp. They got us coming and going now. The Real has cost-cutting strategies. They've included shutting the doors on many of their brick and mortar stores, offering sellers a higher commission on items which are more profitable, and then lower commission on items which are less profitable, which just makes sense. But your commission percentage goes up or down depending on the value of the item. So, a $4,000 item is going to get a much higher commission than a, $400 item. And they are pulling back on the purchases. They did have home goods and arts. It was something that and kids stuff. They had home goods, arts, and kids stuff that they added in the past few years, and they're starting to pull back on that. I think that we're going to find that eliminated, and we're going to find that eliminated because the home goods and the arts they cost a lot more to ship. And then the kids stuff just doesn't have, kids stuff. Y'all know it just doesn't have that higher rate of return. I didn't know they have a processing fee now. So done with them. Yeah. Right. I mean, I didn't either until I went to print out I was like, oh, I'll print out a label and send this stuff to ThredUp. And I was like, $14.99, child. You ain't getting my hard-earned money. You better have my money. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the song I was thinking of, Lisette. That's funny. In salty treats, okay, I have the weirdest salty treat this week again. It's been a month of weird salty treats, but here's my salty treat for the third time this week, and this happened just this morning again. I got these scary commercials. They're horror movies, right? There's like a new Exorcist movie that looks scary. I don't like scary movies. I don't. And they've got these jump scare commercials and they're like, wow. And like, they're jumping out at you and they're like, they've got like the scary music and then all of a sudden, bam. And you see like the scariest parts of the, stop that. Stop that. What if somebody has high blood pressure? What if they have a heart condition? What if they have anxiety? What I mean, why would you do that? Why would you do that in a commercial against somebody's will? I mean, honestly, why would you do that? I find it so annoying. I really got annoyed and ticked off at it. I was like, ah! And I'm like, stop doing that. Like, don't jump out at me in a commercial. You are not advertising your product well. And frankly, you're barking up the wrong tree. Let me skip ad let me skip the ad. You have to, with something like that, with the jump scare, you need to be able to skip the ad if that is not your bag, or if you have something, again, what if somebody has a heart condition? It's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but that is my salty treat. And I stand by that. The new Exorcist movie will never beat the original. No. I hate those too. Yes, right? I keep seeing them too. Yes. Yeah, Liv, it was here on YouTube. I don't watch scary movies. Well, why am I getting ads for them? Exactly. Now, I use the free YouTube. I don't do like the no commercial YouTube. So, I expect that there are commercials. I'm okay with letting a Toyota commercial or something play in the background. I'm not that, I'm not like, oh, there should be no commercials. You got to pay to play. But to have something like frighten you, what if somebody has like, what if somebody has like a mental illness and they see things? You think that's going to be helpful? I mean, come on, guys. I'm an old lady. Don't make me jump out of my chair. If I jump out of this chair, child, watch out, because I may be coming for you, scary movies. Thank you, Jamie. And good morning. It's good to see you, love. I'm glad you're here. So yeah, jump scare commercials. Stupid. So dumb. Plus, if you do love the movies, and if you're really into like scary movies and stuff like that, why would you show those moments on your commercial? Why would you show those moments on your commercial? It's like showing a funny movie and showing the funniest parts on the commercial. Okay, great. Now we don't need to go see it. Calm down. We don't want nobody to catch them hands. My chair usually jumps out and runs away. Yeah, right, Lisette. I hate scary movies too. And Liv, I agree. It shouldn't be played for all audiences. And what if somebody has like religious issues with that? You can't skip those? I mean, some of these things they kind of go, they're skirting that line there. Ex-military PTSD. Yes, that's exactly it. I have PSD and have resented scary movie hard in your face knocking ads for a long time. Yes, exactly. Like, I'm just not a fan. And that really made me salty. Normally I try to stay within the reseller or something, but stop it. You stop it. That is bad. Oh yeah, that's okay. Finally off the phone and actually listening. Sorry, Glamz. Oh, no. You made it just in time for the salt, honey. Scary, violent movies put me in attack mode. Yes, exactly. I love horror movies, but I know not everyone does, and you're right, Glam. They show all the best parts in the trailers now, so I try to avoid. Yes, that's they're kind of giving things away, and I'm like, I'm not a fan, honey. Now for a seventh inning stretch today, I am going to do 16-ounce curls. I do. Ronnie, you're going to have to rewind it. I'm already on a different issue. Besides the being of one's pants, Jamie. I see it. I do. If you have a few drinks and you're dancing the night before and you're sweating, it's always a good thing to hydrate. And it's a good thing to hydrate anyway. Everybody drink a little bit of water today at least. Preferably the 8-ounce glasses of water that they tell us to, but we don't always make that. But at least try to refresh with the water. It's good for your body. It's good for your skin. It's good for your hair. Yeah. Besides the peeing of one's pants. That's funny. I'm not afraid, but I just think most are stupid and don't care for them. Let's see. Hollywood only currently survives on scary movies. Otherwise, they would not have run out of money by now. Yeah, some of them. Yeah. Grabs water bottle. Yeah, just, make sure and hydrate this morning. I mean, make sure if you get a chance. Hey, Roy, good morning. Happy Saturday. If you get a chance to stretch out, and stretch and stretch. It's good for you. So, water, yes. Coffee and ice water, those are my favorite. I stretched too, making up for lost time. Nice. Good for you. Yeah. Good morning, Roy. Horizon Picks does a live sale on Friday nights. And he is actually going to be a part of the auction, the charity auction on Saturday night. So he's usually got some really great, he's got comics, he's got like collectibles. He's got some, my God, why can't I think of the word shirt? He's got shirts. I just bought a champion hoodie from him in good condition, a large champion hoodie, or large or extra large. It was a black one. It's in great condition. It's champion, not C9 champion, but real champion for $10. That was a good deal. Because I already have some other stuff coming from him. So, I mean, he's usually got very good deals for those. So definitely check him out Saturday night and check him out on his channel Friday nights. Let's see. YouTube is enough of a scary movie for me. Amen, sis. That's the thing. The world's a scary enough place, right? Don't jump scare me. Don't jump scare me against my will. Don't jump scare me. It's a very good way to get throat punched. Yes, always hydrate after those scary ads. Make you wet your pants. Exactly. You have to replace those fluids. David, you're hilarious. Am I the only one here that likes scary movies? It depends on the scary movie too. There are some older scary movies that I really do enjoy because the film, the way that they film them. So like The Birds and like Psycho and the old black and white Alfred Hitchcock movies. Love those. So there are some older scary movies, and like I was a child, I was a teenager in the 80s. So, all the old like slasher ones, which are utterly predictable and at this point, just hilarious now. I mean, considering, what they're up against now. So I kind of like those. It's not that I hate all scary movies. I don't want it coming at me sideways though. I don't want to be like, looking for my Apple text. And the next thing I know, it's like, wow. And I'm like, get off me with your ads. Jump scares are cheap and garbage, right? I think so too. Yeah. My in-laws, by the way, they adore scary movies, and my youngest son would spend the night with him, and they would play scary movies all night, and it would take me a month for me to finally get him to sleep with the light off in the room. It was ridiculous. So yeah. Now I do have sweets for my sweetest. And I'm just going to go over a couple of these things you've heard, but a couple of these things, a couple of these things may be new. Don't mess with Glamz Apple Text. I'm telling you, Veronica knows I have this strange addiction to like the Apple Text and the iOS text stories. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Wait, let me share screen. It's hilarious. It's so awful. That's what I'm talking about. Like the little, it's Apple Text, and what they do is they have these like utterly crappy stories that are so bad. It's like little mini soap operas, and I love them. I love them. I cannot get enough of them. I don't know why. It's my newest rabbit hole on YouTube. Okay, so I did mention the St. Patty's Day Fun Box collab, but if you haven't checked it out, there were 10 resellers, 10 fun boxes. My happy hour haulers were part of that, and I think they did a great job. So please check those out. If nothing else, check out the happy hour haulers. They are my buddies. But yeah, they had a really great fun box collab. And it's a good thing, if you're planning on looking into purchasing a ThredUp fun box, it's a good thing to kind of see what they've been doing lately and what they've been putting in. Is it good stuff? Is it bad stuff? Is it just kind of meh? So it's always a good thing to look at. Congratulations to my son and Moon for the amazing touchdown this week. And you know who you are. You're watching. You're not allowed in the chat, but you are watching. And I just wanted to tell you, mwah, what a fantastic touchdown. You're a peach, and you're the best. Shout out to Soulard Market in St. Louis. My husband and I went there last Saturday after my show, and I got some of the best deals on fruits and vegetables. And they had these peppers that were like, I haven't seen a red pepper this big. It was like the size of my face. It was huge. And so I chopped those up and put them in the freezer, and we got some really great deals. And it was the first time, and here we go. I'm going to say sesame balls. Go nuts, chat. It was the first time I've seen sesame balls. They're like these deep fried Asian dumplings that have sesame seeds on the outside, and they usually have something sweet on the inside, like mungo bean paste or red bean paste, which is my favorite, the red bean, and the plum paste, which is also pretty good. And they deep fry those, and those things are so good. They're sweet, but they're not too sweet. They're so amazing. And I was so happy to find those. So that was wonderful. There is a channel, Roaster Rave. I looked her up the other day. She was in Johnny's chat the other morning, and I thought, Roaster Rave, huh? And she did a Roaster Rave on Johnny. It was a rave, as well it should be, because Johnny has an awesome channel. But she does like just channels all over YouTube, and she does like she either roasts them or she raves about them. And the thing is that she's actually quite funny. She's very British and very funny and very dry, and I enjoyed it. I don't have a personal opinion about most of other than Johnny's channel. I didn't really see anybody that I knew, but she raved about him, so I'm okay with that. But I just thought it was really funny. I just thought it was really, really funny. She had a good sense of humor. The 5 resellers, Camilla and Kang. It is so nice to see you guys. It was so nice to see your video the other day. I think the only thing that I miss is bloops. I miss those bloops at the end. Those bloopers were hilarious. So bring back the bloops, please, for me just once. Thank you. I do want to thank the Discord group from Car Boot Chris and the gang in the UK for their very warm welcome. We've had a lot of great conversations, so thank you for my friends across the pond for your warm welcome. You were entirely lovely and gracious, and I truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate it. I had a fun time talking with everybody, and I've got, of course, it's an ongoing Discord group. So. And 777 Thrift. I saw a video. Denali, which is El Ducho Thrift, did a video on 777 Thrift, and what it is it's like another division of ThredUp where everything is $7 or below. So I went on there and I was looking for new with tags swimwear because I'm looking for discount swimwear that I can resell because that season's coming up and I want to make sure and have some good pieces in my closet before, you know, you always want to have them before the actual season starts. So I got 5 pieces of swimwear, and I think that mine were on a little bit on the higher end of the $1 to $7 spectrum. So I think my total with shipping was going to be $38. They have, though, if you go there, they had this wheel, and you don't get to spin the wheel, but if you place an order, they put you on the wheel, I guess, and let you know where you can win like discounted shipping. You can win a certain percentage off your orders. And then there was one section of the wheel where they had your order is free, and I won. I got the email and they were like, guess what? Your order's free. And I was like, thanks for the free stuff, 777 Thrift. I'm like, I'm so thrilled. So yeah, said thank you 777 Thrift for the free stuff. They are not any type of sponsor for this channel whatsoever. It was my first time there. But yeah, I'd check them out. I mean, I did, and I had good results. So, you know, I can't promise anybody anything, but I had good results. So I was really happy about that. Again, a rural squirrel, New England Betty Boop. So Kristen and Lisette will be joining A Night's Life, KNIGHT''S, A Night's Life on YouTube this afternoon at 3:30 Eastern Time, 2:30 Central Standard Time, 1:30 Mountain, 12:30 Pacific, and of course, UK time. I think it's 8:30 or 9:30 UK time. I think they're either 5 or 6 hours ahead of us, depending on where you are in the UK. So I'm going to be going. I've already got the notification on. This looks cool to me. And I do love my UK thrifting friends. When they have, like, we have yard sales, they have car boots, we have Goodwill, they have charity shops. It's kind of the same 6 of one, half dozen of the other. So yeah, if you could link that, that'd be great. Thank you so much. Oh, look at that, Jennifer, 10 steps ahead of everybody, as per the use. And if guys, if you don't normally buy Jennifer a milkshake, can you please go buy her a milkshake? $5. Just kick $5 in. Veronica, can you please drop her link for buy me a milkshake? And it's her PayPal. And just, you know, just kick her a little something, because she does this link dropping thing. See this link dropping thing? She does that for every single body in the reselling community. Every chat that she goes in, she's at work. She's working. And that is incredible. The fact that she does this for free, the fact that she does it with the nails that she's got, frankly, is kind of amazing. But the fact that she does it for free with the nails that she's got them gorgeous nails. You know, take a minute to just show a little gratitude and just say, hey, you know what? I thank you so much. I appreciate it. Because you may not think your $5 is big, but I'm telling you, if 10 people do it, yeah, there's 1 carton of eggs. That's a joke, but yeah, there's a couple of cartons of eggs at least. And finally, I wanted to do a final Ask the Chat. This, you only using one dish of food or one type of food. Tell us where you live. Tell us where you live, just using one type of food. I can start. St. Louis is kind of known for this. So I can say toasted raviolis. If I say it to somebody from St. Louis, I would say T-Ravs, because that's, you know, because we're cool like that, I guess. We're not cool. But toasted raviolis. That would tell everybody in the world exactly where I lived if they knew anything about toasted raviolis. So where do you live? Just one dish that says that describes where you live or where you're from. Now with Johnny, it could be, you know, with Johnny, I mean, he is from New Orleans, so, or he's from, not New Orleans, but he's from like Southern Louisiana. So yeah, he would he would, from where he grew up, I would guess it would be like gumbo or jambalaya or any of that. Let's see. Bama says collard greens and cornbread. Yeah, collard greens. Oh, I love them. I love greens. 1 carton of eggs. Ooh, Jamie. So you must live in Beverly Hills. Lobster. Boston baked beans. Yep. Yeah. Where I live, hoagies. LOL. I don't know. I think Jersey is kind of known for hoagies. Barbecue. Oh, yeah. Oh. Mm. Oh, see, he's from Gumbo. Delaware doesn't have a food. Yeah. I've never heard of like the Delaware. I don't know. That's interesting. A Coney dog. Okay, so Coney Island. Coney dog. I love hot dogs. Where I'm from, sauerkraut. Yeah. Yeah. I have some of that in my kitchen. Where I'm originally from, pizza. See, it's kind of hard to tell though, Betty Boop, because it depends on the pizza, right? You could have like New York style pizza. You could have Chicago deep dish pizza. Deep dish pizza. Yeah, Liv. If you're from Illinois, Delaware barely has people. Oh, that's true. I love any seafood. Okay, but where are you from? Where I was born, I can say cheesesteaks or soft pretzels. Okay, so see, that's Philadelphia, right? Philadelphia or Pennsylvania? Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. Oh, God. Oh, Amy, hello. What? By the way, your picture is just absolutely beautiful. Mwah. Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. Yes, I love it. Good morning, 10 a.m. here. First time stepping in, Glamz. Yeah, don't be a stranger. You know, I'm around, honey. Coney dogs were invented in Detroit. No kidding. I had no idea. New York style pizza has been deep dish. Everybody's fight you. I will fight you. I ain't scared. I like St. Louis style pizza. I'm sorry. It's like thin crust with this weird white Velveeta sort of situation. You don't, if you're not from here, you don't, probably you're not going to like it, but it's amazing. New York pizza. Be careful about that fight unless that works out. Philly, got it. Philly. I don't know what New York style pizza is. Where I am from, shish kebab. That says it all right there. Yes. Pig pick and barbecue, no red sauce. Oh, okay. So is that Memphis then? I know that Memphis doesn't have sauce, but I think North Carolina and South Carolina, or North Carolina, is it? That has like the good original first KFC. Ah, Jamie's from Kentucky. Where I grew up, I can say tomatoes. They must have good tomatoes. Thin crust. Amen. Amen. Oh, no, we have cracker thin crust. Yeah. Sauerkraut. Oh, you don't like sauerkraut? And not from Kentucky. Jamie, where was the first KFC then if it wasn't in Kentucky? I'd love that. Like you can fold it. Yeah, that's big. Hit that like for Glamz. Oh, bless you, Stock Explorer. Thank you so much. For me, all crust or good crust, thick, thin, give me all the pizza. Yeah, pretty much. I'm not St. Louis style is my favorite, but you know, I'm an equal opportunity pizza girl. I mean, I'm not going to say no if somebody walks in with pizza. Jersey tomatoes are the best. You know what? Jersey always surprised me when I went to Jersey. It almost shocked me to my toes because I assumed that the whole of the state of Jersey was just one big petrochemical plant, and that is not the case. It's actually quite pretty, and I figured out there is a reason that they called it the Garden State. Let's see, KFC, Salt Lake City, believe it or not. No kidding. I did not know that. I didn't know the Colonel was a Mormon. North Carolina, no red sauce. Yeah. Okay, I get that. I get that. When I've been down south, they don't do much red sauce. You have to ask for sauce on the side. With in Kansas City, um, probably that was the second best sauce I've ever had. The first best was in Memphis. The St. Louis style sauce is almost a little bit too sweet for me. And I grew up here. Or Rocky Mountain oysters, Amy. Those are some amazing oysters. Amy, if you get everybody in this chat eating Rocky Mountain oysters, I'm going to laugh so hard. This is so funny. Let's see. Brick oven and doughy crust Brooklyn pizza is the best. I've had pizza in, not in Brooklyn. I didn't go to Brooklyn, but I did go. Well, no, I mean, I was in Manhattan when I had a piece of pizza. I tried all the pizzas when I went to Jersey, like all up and down the Jersey Shore, in Atlanta, not Atlanta, Atlantic City, and in Belmar, and I tried pizzas everywhere in Jersey, and they were so good. I really liked it. And you're right, you can fold that stuff in half. Any type of meat or seafood in the southern states restaurants is really good. Honey, everything you eat in the South is good. The problem is, if it's that good, it's hard to stop eating. And so I'll stay up north. Thank you very much. He was not a Mormon, and neither am I. We're probably the only ones. I want a fried panzerotti right now. Is that like a pizza is that like a pizza that's like one of those folded over things, like a pizza pocket? Hot Pockets. Yeah, that's I mean, I'm Midwestern, so like chicken and dumplings and like beef stew and pot roast and all of that jazz. I'm that's our wheelhouse too. I mean, we live where they make the I can say Panera too, actually, which originally was called, and in St. Louis still is, the St. Louis Bread Company. The Panera started off as St. Louis Bread Company. We are in the middle of the Midwest, and one of the things we do is wheat. We have prairies full of it. And so St. Louis Bread Company became Panera after about their 30th store, I think, in Missouri and Illinois. And they just kind of grew and grew and grew from there. But here in St. Louis, we still call it the St. Louis Bread Company, or actually we call it, for short, we call it Breadco. We used to be like, hey, I'm going to Breadco. Do you need a sandwich or a soup or bagels or whatever? So their headquarters is here. And I love it. I love it. Yeah, like a calzone. I was tricked into trying them because I swore I never would. I was told they were homemade chicken nuggets. I love them. Oh, the Rocky Mountain oyster. I love it. I love it. They're probably not bad. I mean, you cook anything right, and you can pretty much, make it work. So we're about 12 minutes past the hour already, and it is just about time for me to wrap it up as well. But yeah, we'll, thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, I think we've all got the munchies now. Thank you so much for sharing this morning. And I hope that every single body in the chat has a wonderful Saturday. And for those of you watching later, thank you so much. I really appreciate all of the support that all of you give this channel. I really, really do. So thank you so much for spending time with me today. Don't forget to check out A Night's Life this afternoon with special guests, New England Betty Boop and a Rural Squirrel. And I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing you on the 22nd at 8 p.m. Central for our SAG and Oscars Award Roast. Everybody have a great day. Have a great weekend. And no matter where you go, no matter what you do, no matter where you're from or what food you eat today. Never forget. Don't you ever forget. Glamma loves you. Bye.